Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and there's not a whole lot to see out that weather window today. We've tried about 5 different cameras. This is about one of 2 showing something out there. With all that snow, not a good view of anything, but this shot provided by our Sky-Fi Tower camera on the Cascadian downtown, looking, of course, at Pybus Public Market. And then we're seeing plenty of snow here in Wenatchee and across the river into East Wenatchee, all over north central Washington today. It's been an all-day snow event. It's been very wet, though, so not a lot of accumulation out there. The roads are managing to stay fairly clear, but where we're seeing not so warm temperatures, we could have an issue by tomorrow, and that is blowing snow. If travels take you east onto I-90 tomorrow morning, you could see that blowing snow from Ritzville almost all the way into Spokane, so that 50 to 60 mile stretch there could be a little tricky tomorrow morning with wind, and that goes for down into the Palouse and the Tri-City areas as well. We could see a pretty strong southwesterly wind, so keep that in mind if you are traveling Thursday. We may see a break from the cold weather. We'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Our Valley, Our Future has awarded 3 grants totaling $13,000 to various Wenatchee groups. Chelan area voters will decide next month if their school district should go ahead with plans to build a new high school. And the Associated Press reports that U.S. wildlife officials plan to lift protections for gray wolves across the lower 48 states. But first, we begin tonight. Wenatchee's sports and fitness outlet store announces a major restructuring that focuses more on the retailer's online and ski swap sales. Stan Carson, owner of the sports and fitness outlet store, says that new world variables have changed retail sales.
We're having a major life change at Sports and Fitness Outlet. All of the changes going on in the world right now with the internet and the competitive pricing that we have to do. The world's just changing for retail. So we are going to cut back on what we're doing with the retail store, because for a long time that's been 80% of my work effort for a very small amount of my revenue. And we're going to focus more on our online part of the business, which we started back in the late 90s, and our ski swap business, which is very good for us throughout the Northwest.
Carson says the store will have a liquidation sale through March, temporarily close in April, and then reopen on a limited basis. Carson says they're reducing the types of products that they offer down to the items they specialize in, which is new and used ski and snowboard gear, wakeboards, water skis, and wake surfboards. All other categories are being actively liquidated. Our Valley, Our Future has awarded 3 grants totaling $13,000 to a group doing a plant inventory, another studying an indoor sports complex, and a third working toward a more sustainable Wenatchee. The plant inventory at the Haran Natural Area near Confluence State Park is led by the NCW Audubon Society, which will use the $3,000 grant to map existing plants to help determine treatments to remove invasive weeds. The sports complex study received $5,000 with the idea of an indoor soccer facility that would be used for local matches and tournaments. The $5,000 grant to Sustainable Wenatchee will fund workshops and resources designed to reduce human impact on the environment. Our Valley is a community-based effort to build a successful future for the Wenatchee Valley. Chelan area voters will decide next month if their school district should go ahead with plans to build a new high school. A special election is set for April 23rd on a proposed construction bond totaling $75.5 million. The bond would be used to remodel Morgan Owings Elementary School and will create a new intermediate school for 4th through 6th grades from the existing Webster Street High School Middle School campus. The new high school would be built on land purchased by the district in the 1990s. That's on North Apple Blossom Drive near the Mountain Goat soccer field. The Lake Chelan School District will host a community conversation and tamale feed to explain the upcoming bond at the high school. That's coming up on March 11th. Well, the Associated Press reports that U.S. wildlife officials plan to lift protections for gray wolves across the lower 48 states. Acting Interior Secretary David Bernhardt was expected to announce the proposal during a speech today before a wildlife conference in Denver. U.S. Fish and Wildlife spokesman Gavin Shire says the decision to lift protections is based on gray wolves successfully recovering from widespread extermination last century. They received federal endangered species protection in 1975. Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife a year ago estimated Washington had a minimum of 122 wolves grouped in at least 22 packs and 14 successful breeding pairs. The population now is believed to exceed 200 wolves. Coming up next, the Wenatchee Downtown Association presented the annual Best of Downtown Awards at the Merchant Group's February 27th banquet. And a Rivercom emergency dispatcher is being recognized for her life-saving efforts. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Moving doesn't have to be back-breaking, stressful work. And I don't want you to make a move that way ever again.
Traditionally, you would rent a truck. You would load up your stuff. You would rent a storage unit. You would transport it. And finally, you would unload your stuff yourself. You don't have to lift a finger. We bring the mobile storage unit to you. We drop it off. Then one of our trusted packers can load it for you. We come pick it up and store it securely for you. We bring it back to you. No hassle, no stress.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back. In another news, 20 Chelan Butte Bighorn sheep are now Utah residents. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife, working with Utah wildlife officials and local volunteers, trapped the sheep in late February, then relocated them to the Stansbury Mountains in Utah. The Chelan Butte sheep herd was started in the early 90s with 35 transplanted from Yakima County. The herd has grown to about 200, a number Fish and Wildlife would like to maintain. The Utah site had about 60 bighorn sheep before their Washington relatives arrived. Capturing the sheep involved big traps and lots of bait. Eventually, 40 were captured, with 12 immediately released. The remaining 28 were examined and tested for diseases. Then 8 were collared and released, and the rest sent to their new Utah home. The Wenatchee Downtown Association presented the annual Best of Downtown Awards at the Merchant Group's February 27th banquet. This year's Downtown's Best Award goes to Firehouse Pet Shop and Grooming. Downtown's Best Eating Experience awarded to Iwa Sushi and Grill. Downtown's Best New Business awarded to Julianne Photography. Downtown's Best Visual Merchandiser was awarded to the Gilded Lily. The Downtown's Best Customer Service Award to Pickle Papers. The Downtown's Best Professional Business Award was given to Spidell Benson LLP. Also handed out, the Heart of Downtown Award went to Jeff and Heather Austinson for their dedication to downtown, and the Spirit of Downtown Award went to Roger Pollock for his years of dedicated service to the Wenatchee Downtown Association. Well, a Rivercom emergency dispatcher is being recognized for her life-saving efforts helping a 9-year-old child perform CPR on her grandmother.
You're doing a great job. 2, 3, 4, push, 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 push. 1, 2.
4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
2, 3, 4.
Kathy Carulli has been selected by the American Red Cross to receive a Hometown Hero Award. She answered that 911 call in December from a 9-year-old girl who found her grandmother unconscious in their home. Carulli calmly guided the little girl as she performed CPR on the woman until an ambulance crew arrived to take over. The awards are handed out each year by the Red Cross to local individuals or organizations who have done something courageous or exceptional that deserves recognition. The Red Cross has also selected Grant County Fire District 3 Operations Chief Tony Liebelt and his wife Carol for their role in helping the University of Washington marching band after their bus crashed on I-90 en route to the Apple Cup game in Pullman. The full list of award recipients is available on our website. The Hometown Heroes Awards will be presented during a ceremony at the Wenatchee Convention Center coming up on March 28th. Well, snow and slush, the cause of a jackknife semi-truck this morning on U.S. Highway 97 near Blewett Pass. Washington State Patrol says the accident happened around 10:45 this morning, blocking one lane of traffic for about an hour. A Washington Department of Transportation road grader was used to move the truck off the roadway into a wider space near the highway. There were no injuries in that accident. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Highlander Grill and Golf Course is known as one of the finest wedding venues in the Wenatchee area. You do not have to be a member to come to Highlander. Highlander Golf Course offers a first-class backdrop for your wedding day. Our friendly professional staff will ensure your wedding and reception is picture perfect, from every moment leading up to the I do's to when the lights go down at the end of your reception. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, the Washington State Autumn Leaf Festival Association has crowned Charlotte Lee as this year's Royal Lady. Lee is being honored for her work as a festival volunteer and board member since she moved to Leavenworth with her husband Tom 19 years ago. The announcement was made last night in Leavenworth at the Icicle Inn, and our own Wendy Habeck caught the announcement on camera for NCWLIFE News.
Charlotte Lee.
I just really can't believe I'm up here, and so I just want to say thank you, and I look forward to this. What's kind of nice is I've already been through everything, so I kind of know what to expect. So I'm looking forward to it, and it will be a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Here's one. Don't forget to pay.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. Before we get into all those details, yes, the snow will end. Let's take a look outside our weather window. It's not ending today anytime soon, that's for sure. Most of us woke up to snow this morning, and it snowed all day long. Luckily for us, not a lot of accumulation from this storm, mainly because our temperatures were hovering around the 30-degree mark and almost the freezing mark, which made it almost a rain-snow mix at times today. But you can see still coming down out there. Pybus Market in the foreground there as we take a look from our Sky-Fi tower camera from the Cascadian, and there weren't many cameras that we could see anything from today. And temperature-wise, we did get warmer than we've seen almost all week and last weekend. Temperatures today, 31 unofficially. That's still well below where we should be at 49 for this time of year. We started off the day at 22, and that's 10 degrees below where we should be. 32 is our normal low temperature. Our record high, what a beautiful day back in 2005 at 65 degrees, 18 our record low, and that was set back in 1989. Today's precipitation, that will go up 2/100ths. That was a reading I took a while ago, and that gets us to 1.92 inches for the year here in the Wenatchee area. I have a snowfall to date. This goes back to even those couple little snows we had in December. 25.6 inches to date so far this winter season. 6:32 our sunrise this morning, and the sunset is at 5:53. Let's take a look now at that surface loop and show you what we can expect through the weekend and into next week. Tonight, cloudy skies. I really think after about 10 o'clock tonight, a chance of snow will go down to about a 40% chance. As you can see, it's kind of separating as this area of low pressure now is centered in the panhandle of Idaho. It will continue to move east, and that will continue to bring us clearing skies, and that's what we should see for Thursday. Mostly sunny skies, even a little bit warmer tomorrow. We should see highs in the mid, maybe even upper 30s for Thursday. Friday, some morning fog, and get used to me saying that because we could see morning fog Friday right through the weekend and into Monday. We'll see mostly sunny skies for Friday. A few clouds are over in the Spokane area, but that's about it as we kick off our weekend on Saturday. Once again, maybe a foggy start with mostly sunny skies by afternoon. Temperatures are going to stay well below normal though for this weekend with more fog Sunday. Once again, lots of sunshine in north central Washington for Sunday, but the cold air just not going anywhere. This is what we're keeping an eye on now, the huge area of low pressure that's moving in from the Pacific. That will bring us increasing clouds, especially by the afternoon on Monday after a mostly sunny start. Really no showers expected on Monday, and then by Tuesday, a 20% chance of a rain-snow mix, mainly because yes, we are going to see warmer temperatures as we get into Tuesday and especially Wednesday of next week with just a chance for some showers on Tuesday. We're talking warmer temperatures around 40 degrees, and won't it feel nice? Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight, another fairly mild low temperature of 24 degrees. Don't know if we'll get to 38 now. The Weather Service, National Weather Service, adjusted our temperatures down a little bit now for tomorrow to about 36. Maybe we'll get 38. 35 for your Friday after a foggy start. More fog for the weekend too each day. 33 our high temperature Saturday, 35 on Sunday, and as we move into next week, some fog on Monday, increasing clouds late in the day with a high of 36. And there it is, folks, partly cloudy, a 20% chance for rain or snow on Tuesday with a high then of 40 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Dear Mary Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time. Mary Maids.
Hello, and what is up? Welcome to Career Shift Business Edition. I've got 3 choices: certificate, associates, and bachelor's. I'm going associates. And I'm enrolled. Stay alert, this game was pretty fast. Whoa, exams almost did me in. I'm back on track and picking up speed. And I'm in the home stretch. Degree complete, and I'm ready to go to work. Try to help me make that career shift. Your turn.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solely on Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solely on Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy hump day to you. The Wenatchee Wild exploded for 4 goals in the second period and beat West Kelowna in Game 3 of their BCHL playoff series last night. 6-2 the final. Warriors scored the only goal in the first period at the 6:08 mark when Kevin Tilsley rifled a shot home off a face-off in the Wild end. But it was all Wenatchee from there as the Wild got goals from P.J. Fletcher, Lucas Souter, Murphy Stratton, and Brandon Cook to take a 4-1 lead into the second intermission. Our checker had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network, video courtesy of Hockey TV.
Dorsey over on the right wing, sprints ahead, looks for help, throws it in front, and Barger shot, save, rebound, score. P.J. Fletcher on the rebound. The centering feed was intended for Barger, and he got a whack at it, but Hopkins was able to turn that one aside, but couldn't control the rebound. And a very easy finish for P.J. Fletcher on the backhand. Sends it up high, intended for head. Now in a foot race, chasing after, it's going to be Stratton. He's in, he shoots, and a save made. Stratton gets the rebound. Backhand across, shot, score! Lucas Souter. Dorsey stick handles up high for Sasaki and then whipped across for Fletcher. Fletcher sends it down low, in front, shot, score. Murphy Stratton with a little flicker shot. Didn't get much on it. It was just enough to lift it up over the blocker's side and into the top corner. Power play tally for the Wild, and they now lead it 3-1. Reifenberger had to roll off his blade, but recovers. Arnold sends it down low to Tellier. Tellier, side of the net, tried to muscle it home. No dice. There's a shot, score! From the left boards, Tellier was cycling around and he set it up in the left circle. And from the dot, ripped home by Brandon Cook. Up high to Cook. Cook back to Gashevsky. He wound up, didn't like the lane. Instead, he'll push it back to Cook. He shoots, he scores! Brandon Cook with his second of the night. I don't believe that was tipped. I think that was just a worm burner that found the back of the net. Ty Dubois, backdoor shot and a save made, rebound, score. Cullen hit it out of midair. Well, Sandquist made the save. Not much you can do. That puck was hovering in midair, and Lucas Cullen reached over and swatted it out of midair into the back of the net. 9:28, time of the goal. The center it goes. Stratton has it. Stratton on the far wing. It's got Arnold driving to the net. Finds a trailer in Sasaki. He shoots, score! I don't know if Arnold got a piece of that on the redirection. I think he may have. The trailer was Chad Sasaki. He let it rip. But Josh Arnold, in between the hash marks, got a stick on it, deflects it into the top corner. And the Wild now lead at 6-2. Back to the point, broken up. Barger handles it, steps across the line, cuts over to his right. His shot is low and wide off the glove of Hopkins. And that's the end of this one. The horn sounds as the Wild shake off that early 1-0 deficit and put together a convincing 6-2 victory to take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 series.
As Arch mentioned there, the win puts Wenatchee up 2-1 in the best-of-7 series. Game 4 is tonight at 7 o'clock. You can hear it live here in the Wenatchee Valley on 560 KPQ, or you can watch it on the stream at hockeytv.com. Well, there was supposed to be boys soccer in a jamboree today with the Eastmont, Cascade, and Wenatchee at the Apple Bowl, but no, not going to happen. It's been postponed due to the snowfall today. I ran up to the Apple Bowl just a little bit ago, and here's what I found up at the Apple Bowl. As you can see, snow has once again covered the surface at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Then you add in a mostly white soccer ball. There you go. And you can see the kind of trouble that would create for them to find the ball in the snow. Plus, there's no
no place except piles of snow in the stands for the fans to sit upon, so the Jamboree has been postponed. Owen Miller's 2-out solo home run in the bottom of the ninth for San Diego tied Seattle 7-7, where the game would end in a tie yesterday. In spring training, they do not play any extra innings in Cactus League play. Mike Leake got roughed up in his start, surrendering 5 runs on 8 hits, including back-to-back homers in the fourth. Seattle's offense was sparked by Jacob Fraley, who went 2 for 2, including a home run in the top of the third. Domingo Santana also had a good day at the plate for the Mariners, going 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer in the fifth. Mariners now 6-3-1 of the preseason. They're taking on Oakland tonight in Peoria. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Boy, that weather looks nice down there, doesn't it? Finally tonight, Washington State troopers in the Yakima area weren't sure why the chicken was trying to cross the road, but they knew it was a bad idea on busy Interstate 82.
Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know, but I don't think it's going to make it. Come on. And now... Okay, go. Oh, she got it! What's that? Yeah. We caught the culprit.
After a brief standoff, troopers detained the hen in the freeway median and reported it is now resting comfortably in a warm coop. If you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
I am Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on. Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water. Now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life channel.
I'm Jim Corcoran.
And I'm Ken Osborne.
And you're watching the NCW Life channel.